Good afternoon. Just went live. I almost was late. This is Randy Curvin in Kirksville, Missouri, a blue dot in a red state. And this is Rantin' Randy's Rant, the True Patriots group, YouTube, for the 13th day of January. All right, where the hell do I start? Looks like I've got some time for people to show up, but I don't know how much I'm going to present today. Didn't have a chance to get a lot down last night, but I got a good bit. January 6th committee has asked Kevin McCarthy to appear. He has nothing to hide, but won't appear. When he went down and kissed the ring, I guess he made a promise. The committee wants to talk to him about during and after the attack on the Capitol. He knows a lot. Yesterday, former White House Press Secretary Kayleigh McEnany did testify before the committee behind closed doors, so we'll hear about that pretty soon. And most everything I've got tonight is from Rachel. A direct and collateral attack, which was told to Meadows and material he turned in himself, and he said, "I love it." A follow-up again on the 5 states that falsified documents of slate of electors for Trump as the winner in Georgia, Arizona, Wisconsin, Michigan, and Nevada. Politico has discovered that one of the reasons January 6th committee wants to talk to Meadows, it was part of the documents he handed over to the committee. The plot thickens. They want to talk to Kevin McCarthy. It appears that he had foreknowledge of the overturning of the election and said it would fail. Jim Jordan has also said he had nothing relevant to legislative purpose, whatever in the fuck that means. What the fuck does that mean in the first place? These people swore an oath to our Constitution, not one man, a twice impeached one-term president. And then we go to, I believe it's Como County, Texas. Democratic Party headquarters was vandalized. Statement about the matter from Maryland, Aiden, the Como County Democratic Party chair. I would like to hope that this was a random act and that it was not directed toward us specifically. But if it was indeed directed toward the Como County Democratic Party, then the people responsible need to consider the message they are sending about how to live in a civil society. I somewhat disagree with that. Why are the Democrats always so kind? It baffles me. Now, you take if one of their headquarters was attacked by what they call leftist thugs, you know damn well they wouldn't use that kind of language. Again, maybe this wasn't an attack directed toward them specifically, but again, why is it that Texas, these violent acts are happening, ladies and gentlemen? It's like we're living in the Twilight Zone. Like November 1st, 2020, dozens of Trump supporters ambushed a Biden campaign bus driving on, I believe it's I-35 in Texas. November 17th, 2020, Travis County Democratic Party headquarters vandalized. 9/29/21, Travis County Democratic party headquarters was set on fire with an incendiary device and a Molotov cocktail. The man worked out a plea deal for a lighter sentence, 60 to 70 months. But that is not binding on the sentencing judge, in a couple of months. So we'll see how seriously this is considered by that judge. The Justice Department announced this week they are forming a domestic terrorism unit. The number of FBI investigations of suspects accused of domestic extremism has more than doubled since the spring of 2020. Oh, and let's talk about Herschel Walker. Sounds like Herschel Walker has jumped on the grift train of misinformation about COVID, and he once proposed on Glenn Beck's show a dry mist that kills virus and is EPA and FDA approved. That was a lie. It is not. There is no spray that kills COVID in the room you were in. And now he's running for senator in Georgia. Give me a fucking break. Just what Georgia needs, another Trumpian grifter with absolutely no idea of what a senator does. His missed idea, like I said, was on Glenn Beck's show in August of 2020. A dry mess. Oh, shit. You can't make this shit up. And this is the best the GOP can do in Georgia. That's the best that they have to offer. In the real world, COVID is worse than ever has been in new cases and hospitalizations across the country. Omicron wave of COVID is mostly the unvaccinated. And here personally in Kirksville, Missouri, I have noticed more employees at Hy-Vee, the college age, are wearing masks again. I think it's being left up to the individual employee as to whether they wear masks. Maskless adults and maskless children shopping and seem frightened, the children do, of people wearing masks. They'll run away from you like I'm going to give it to them. Like I said, it's like the Twilight Zone, brothers and sisters. Back to the January 6th committee on McCarthy's refusal to cooperate with the committee. And what we have to do is keep pointing out the lies. Every time someone like that lies, he said he had no problem a couple of months ago, a one-word answer for whether he would have anything to do with appearing before the committee. Sure, he was going to do it. But we know who must have given him a call and said, no, you're not. And we have to keep in mind, this is a complete turnaround for a lot of them on what they said that evening, January 6th, 2021, and even days and a month later, that they knew who was responsible, and every damn one of them has turned around since that time. And no, they're not, they don't have to appear. I guess what they're doing is they've kissed the ring, or they get threatened to change the story, even though there's video that you can look at and you can see what they said. And I saw a story last night, and I agree with it. There is no, whether it's a local race going up to state races, there is no unimportant local race or state race or federal race that we need to get some blue candidates out there and get them in these races, because they all count. Mayor, city council, like Aaron Trombley. Uh, you have to have people in place out there that makes the difference when it comes election time, as to local control of some of these polling places. And it's a very important thing to do to defeating Trumpism, and that's what it is. They've gone completely nuts. Who would have ever thought that this orange asshole would have had so much power in a 4-year or 5-year period, that you were hearing his big mouth, and now he controls their whole damn party? That, ladies and gentlemen, is a damn cult. Trumpism is a cult. They know it's lies, but lies are better than truth now? Give me a fucking break. Oh, hello, Brenda. Glad to see you out there. Boy, I've got to get new glasses here soon. And also, I'm on the HP today. I am getting some problems straightened out on the Mac, and they admitted yesterday my cable modem had a problem. They looked at it and said the problem is over with, but that was that modem, because right after I did the show, I went out there, and our receiver out here for DirecTV was waiting for a signal. So they noticed that too. They advised me to reboot that modem about twice a month. And I told them I'm going to reboot it anytime I have a problem. The thing is, it takes about 15 minutes to cycle through it, at which time we don't have a phone line, since it's on the internet too. What they claimed, it was last week, I believe it was, 2 different times during the week. Once from 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. in the morning, I had no phone line. I could not get online, had no Wi-Fi, and that turns out it was maintenance. I wish I'd have known that's what it was, because I was crawling around on the floor, resetting the modem, and it wouldn't do any good. But now I know that was maintenance. So when it's out in maintenance, unfortunately, I don't usually get on from 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. I'm finishing up my programs in my research for this Blue Dot show. And I hope to turn this more into a meeting where I can look over here in comments, but oh, not a lot of attendance right now. But that's the reason we record it. My sisters are out there, and later on, other people will see the show. Hope my sound is good. This HP, even though I have the trial version of AVG, uh, is sometimes too fast. If I let that cursor sit in the wrong place, it will take off and go somewhere. If I'm in the taskbar at the top, it'll take off to that site just from sitting there for a few seconds. Same thing with, I have to keep an eye, I call it a cursor. Some now call it a focus. But the problem with this one is if that focus or uh, cursor is sitting in the wrong place, and I have to watch it because it will move. And what happens on, particularly on personal messenger, what it'll do is it jumps over, and then I look up and I've typed all through what I had just typed. If you leave that thing alone for 1 second and the notifications on this side of the screen, you look up and the cursor is, or focus is somewhere else, and you have to bring it back down, tell it where it's right at. And I've talked to a lot of friends. They don't experience that with HP and Windows 10 like I have, but it's everything I've ever had Windows 10 on has been doing that. It moves the cursor or the focus when you don't want it to. Well, that's about enough talking about that. I'm not out here to bore people, but I believe tomorrow, the Friday show, I'm going to try it again on probably on the MacBook Air. I prefer if this was lighter, uh, I wouldn't mind it so much. Uh, I can carry it out in the living room, but it's a lot heavier than the MacBook Air. The MacBook Air, I used to be able to walk out the door when I had a good battery in it. It's completely dead now. If you don't have it hooked to power, it won't even won't stay. It will start bringing it up, and then it will die on me. So I can't go out and do any weather. We've got weather coming in tomorrow evening, anywhere from 4 to 8 inches of snow. We're just now with 2 days of 50-degree weather. It's in the lower 50s right now out there. And it's melting snow away, but we're going to get covered up. I'm just hoping that if we get any sleet or rain, we get it early and then it's snow completely over that. That way we're able to get in and out of this place. Otherwise, with ice, we can't go out the back or the front. We can't take a chance on falling out there. All right, I'll let you go. The biggest thing that we can do is keep pointing out the lies from the other side. Uh, there are good Republicans out there, and I've also heard some that this dummy is starting to lose some support from his supporters. They've been lied to. They don't like him because all of a sudden he's telling them to get vaccinated and get boosted because he has, and they boo him. All right, I see another one that I'm going to be reporting. Let me see if I can scoot over here and I'll report them right now while we're live. All right, there we go. You have been reported. This is not an advertisement for you. I don't care whether it's porno or what it is, but you're gone. I don't know who you are, but bye-bye. Didn't work. All right, that was fun in real time. I got rid of them. You got to love that. Peace, resist, persist, and I insist. We have to have voting rights. We have to get out and cause that blue wave. That means knocking on doors, starting at the local level, and get people to vote blue this year and then 2024. We can do what we did before, and we're going to have to. But the biggest thing is we have to have voting rights. The Freedom to Vote Act and the John Lewis Voting Act, Voting Rights Act. Thank you. I'll let you go at this time. Got to run out and see about some dinner and stuff, but that's what I like about this show. I can take a little longer. Oh, like I said, wish I could see this better. Left versus right is a bait and switch. Ah, I've also heard, and I'll make this one in a hurry. What we don't need is to go out here and have a lot of traffic or post about the deplorables like Matt Gaetz and Marjorie Taylor Greene. When you are using what directly they are saying, that's also furthering the lies and the disinformation and the misinformation they're trying to pass along. You're actually doing them kind of a favor by forwarding that on our Facebook and YouTube or anywhere we're putting it. We don't want to help them. We want to convince people that there is truth and there are lies. They are anti-science. They are anti anything that us leftists are up to is evil and bad. It's the other way around, brothers and sisters, and you know I'm right. Have a good one. As usual, if you're new out here, you like what you're seeing and hearing, please subscribe. Go down and like and share this shit. And I will see y'all later on in the after comments after I run a few tasks and get back and get some food in me, me and Grace. Then I'll be back to help what you should help me do, and that's share this shit. All right. Thank you for being here, and I will see you on the Friday show around 6 p.m. tomorrow. Have a good one. Stay safe. Wear your mask, social distance. Do what you can to protect others because they're not going to protect us. But we can try to protect them. Have a good one. Bye-bye for now. Share this shit, please.